Welcome to the deep dive. We got some really interesting material from you about this Heritage in Pixels project,
Hmm,
a 4-month thing running March to June, it seems.
that's right.
So today we're going to unpack how it got students involved with cultural heritage, global citizenship, lots of digital stuff happening.
Yeah, it sounds like a pretty neat model for learning, doesn't it?
It really does.
And looking at the heart of it, the goals were, well, pretty ambitious. Things like boosting cultural literacy, fostering respect between different cultures,
Okay.
developing those intercultural communication skills, which are so important,
Mm-hmm.
and also encouraging creative digital work about heritage, even improving English skills and, teamwork.
Wow, that's quite a list.
It is. But what's interesting is how they all kind of feed into each other. They weren't really separate tracks.
Right, right. So how did it actually kick off? March was introductions and planning. What were those first, crucial steps?
Okay, so the foundation was laid using this platform, TwinSpace. It's a virtual space for students and teachers from different countries to actually meet.
Ah, okay, online.
Exactly. And they formed these mixed country teams almost immediately. That was key.
So jumping right in.
Pretty much.
Ah,
Threw them straight into that intercultural interaction. It wasn't just learning about cultures, but learning with people from them, right from day one.
gotcha. Okay, then April, the focus shifted to their own heritage and language.
Yeah, that's when the students really became creators. They made these digital posters,
Oh, cool.
each one showcasing their own culture, their language.
Yeah.
Think about trying to pick what represents you and putting that into a digital format.
That makes it personal.
Definitely. And then all these posters were compiled into a digital magazine. So you
Okay.
got this collective view, but all built from individual student perspectives.
Yeah.
It built that baseline understanding.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh.
Laying the groundwork. So May sounds like where the interaction really ramped up.
May was, peak interaction time. They set up these online chat sessions, real time, talking across borders,
Live chats.
live chats. And alongside that, they were sharing and exploring traditional music from each other's countries.
Music, too.
Interesting. But maybe the most innovative bit was this collaborative song composing.
Wait, they wrote songs together? Like different countries?
Yeah, students from different backgrounds mixing their musical ideas. It's a really powerful way to bridge cultural gaps creatively. Very hands-on.
That does sound fascinating. Seriously collaborative.
It really was.
And then June rolls around, the final month, wrapping up evaluation and something about food.
Yes. They finished with a very sensory kind of cultural exchange.
Food.
Actual food, or just talking about it.
No sharing dishes. Well, recipes and experiences, culminating in a recipe ebook they created together.
An ebook of recipes. That's brilliant. It is, isn't it? Food is just such a universal part of culture. So accessible. It gives you a different way to understand traditions, connect on a really human level.
I love that. Okay, so stepping back, looking at the whole thing,
Yeah.
what were the main results? What did Heritage in Pixels really achieve in the end?
Well, the feedback and outcomes suggest it really did increase cultural awareness among the students. That's a big one.
Okay.
And their intercultural communication skills definitely improved, mainly through just doing it, practicing.
Right. The direct interaction.
Exactly. Plus, they obviously got better with digital tools, creating all that content, digital literacy boost,
Mm-hmm.
and teamwork skills got stronger working in those diverse groups, and overall, a better grasp of what global citizenship actually means in practice.
So real skills came out of it, not just abstract knowledge.
Absolutely. And for listeners thinking about getting info quickly, this project shows how structured, engaging activities can lead to that kind of multifaceted understanding. You get the theory and the practice.
It really does sound like a very effective way to blend cultural learning with, essential 21st century skills, all in a digital space.
For sure. It really highlights how much potential there is in thoughtfully designed digital projects.
Yeah.
They can cultivate these really crucial skills we need for living in such an interconnected world.
Yeah. This whole deep dive into heritage and pixels has been pretty eye-opening, makes you think, doesn't it, about how else we could use these digital tools.
Mhm.
So, for everyone listening, maybe think about this. How could the ideas from this project, the collaboration, the digital creation, that direct interaction, how could that apply in your world to maybe bridge some cultural divides or just deepen understanding of global heritage?
It's a good question to ponder.
Yeah. Think about the ripple effect these kinds of projects could have. Anyway, thanks for exploring this with us today.